Hello everyone, welcome back to my Maverick channel. Now, if anything, I've made a lot of videos that have a lot of interesting content, at least that content is interesting to me. But today's video is particularly important because I want to talk about a couple of updates when it comes to the Fetch.ai ecosystem, but more importantly, I want to talk about what I've learned throughout my journey by looking at Fetch.ai. First of all, let me first state, first of all, I'm not a financial advisor. Secondly, I'm not paid by Fetch.ai. There's nothing like, this is not some kind of campaign for a crypto company. No, I do not do that. I purely talk about this product suite, this company, because of what they've done. Initially, I was really impressed before they even released the mainnet, before they were out there, before they released an actual product on the Cosmos network, a product that you can actually work with. And recently, they've also released their own native wallet that's a mirror of the Kepler wallet. The Kepler wallet is the MetaMask version of what you use when you want to interact with the Cosmos network. So I've learned a lot from Fetch.ai by just looking at this one company. I've learned about so many other companies. I've learned to really dive deep when it comes to DeFi. I can tell you I'd never really explored yield farming. I'd never really explored DeFi that well. I had tried in the past, but then I kind of let it go. That was before it evolved into DeFi and the way it is right now. But the reason why I dived into it, the reason why I ventured out into other chains like Binance Smart Chain and not just sticking to Ethereum, it's because I was watching this legitimate company and I'm watching the way it's moving. I'm watching the different partnerships. I'm learning about other big organizations and their decisions when it comes to digital currencies and improving their manufacturing process through this one company. If you have a vested interest in real estate, you're going to look out for everything real estate. If you're a person that sells cars, you're going to look out, you need to be knowledgeable about everything in a particular car. So I'm not only interested in cryptocurrencies, but I'm also interested in Fetch.ai because of the technology. That's the thing that got me in first. Then I have a vested interest, not just from the technological side, but also from the monetary perspective. That is the point. Whether you like it or not, that's the reason why cryptocurrencies are famous and popular, and that's why everyone in this is in this space. That's why 95% of the people, if not 98 or even higher, are in this space, because there is a monetary interest. So that being said, if you go to the Fetch.ai website, go to the blog post, read through all the way from the start. You learn about companies like Bosch Global, you learn about companies like Festo, you learn about Cambridge University and what it's doing there. So you learn about so many other DeFi related or decentralized finance companies. You learn about so many other organizations, so many other concepts within the cryptocurrency space beyond just what Fetch.ai is creating. Then infusing that knowledge with Fetch.ai and what they're doing, that makes it really amazing, and it creates a certain level of intuition when you look at this space. So go look at their blog post. You're going to learn so much about staking. You're going to learn so much about different their partnerships. There's very interesting partnerships that they've had over the past years, including also IOTA. I've talked about Festo, Bosch Global, Cambridge University. There's also some of these that we've forgotten about, like Fetch.ai and the Poland's Poznan Supercomputing and Network Center. We have to remember they partnered with those people. Hit BTC. Now we can see this tweet here from Mettalex, which is a sister company of Fetch.ai. There's Mettalex and Atomics as well. And so they tweeted this: Mettalex joins forces with OpenDAO protocol and Omnic protocol to expand the Mettalex utility. And this also expands the utility of the FET token, which is a native token of the Fetch.ai ecosystem. Now, I've learned so much about the companies. I've dug deep into when it comes to Oracle, the uses of oracles. Through Mettalex, I've learned about commodities, derivatives, and the importance of synthetics. There are other DeFi companies that you can expand that knowledge and learn how to look out for other companies and what they're doing. So guys, they've released videos. You can learn more about the staking migration, because we know right now you can stake your FET tokens on the Cosmos network. You can stake them on the Ethereum network. and they've released a video on how you can migrate your stake tokens by downloading the web wallet, which is the like MetaMask version of the Fetch.ai native wallet. They've actually created a native wallet. You can actually migrate your tokens. You can mirror your tokens to a Cosmos based or Fetch.ai address, native address, onto which your Fed tokens will be migrated. So this is a video that gives you that guide on how to do that. Then there's also another video here that that explains what we've just read here. So the OpenDAO protocol and the Omnic protocol, they released, the Fetch.ai team released, or the Mettalex team released a nice video here, which will show you how to mint USDO, which is the stable coin that's created by OpenDAO and Omnicomp organization or decentralized application. You can learn how to mint that stablecoin, which is a mirror of the US dollar. And this is all done on the Binance Smart Chain. The reason as to why they capitalize on the Binance Smart Chain is because of the fees and of the speed. Otherwise, most of this would be happening on the Ethereum network, though there's also a lot of activity happening on the Ethereum network, and not to mention the fact that all this is also happening. There's also a couple of things happening onto the Cosmos network, like staking your tokens to receive a reward, to validators to receive a reward. Now, guys, this is the Omnicomp platform which Mettalex has just onboarded onto. Now, you know, Mettalex has the Mettalex tokens, and they also have the any Mettalex tokens, which are a mirror on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, those are the ones you can use here. You can stake them on this platform, which is you can stake your on any Mettalex tokens, and you're also aware that now the Fed token is also interoperable with the Binance Smart Chain. So you can use it with Ethereum, you can use it with the Cosmos network, and you can now use it with the Binance Smart Chain. And they've started providing that utility by staking this token. You can stake the Fed token on the Omnicomp protocol, and you can borrow the US dollar, you can borrow WBNB, you can borrow Cake, you can borrow any of this stuff. But ideally, you want to borrow a stablecoin due to the fluctuations. When you borrow, there's a certain collateral of the asset that you've deposited. Now, that collateral is constantly balanced with the amount that you've borrowed. So if you've borrowed a stablecoin, basically you don't deal with the price fluctuations of that stablecoin. But if you borrow an asset that fluctuates against the dollar, then you have to the collateral has to constantly be balanced with that stablecoin. With that cryptocurrency that fluctuates. So you have to keep watching the prices, make sure you're not liquidated. So if you go to this article here, which is Mettalex.blog, they explain better. Mettalex partners with OpenDAO and the Omnicomp protocol, OCP, to enable stablecoin minting. And this is a short but very important guide. So we're happy to announce that any Mettalex token holders can now use the token on the OCP ecosystem. The partnership between Mettalex, OpenDAO, and OCP enables users to stake. So you can stake on this platform. You can stake any Mettalex tokens and mint the USDO stablecoin. You can borrow BUSD, which is the BUSD mirror on the Binance Smart Chain, and they're telling you here you can deposit your stablecoin you can also deposit the BUSD stablecoin. And you, after depositing it on this platform, which is OmniTrade, which is from the same, basically you can go to this link over here. It leads you to OmniTrade. Then you can also stake your Binance USD stablecoin onto this platform. So you can stake multiple assets. As you know, with liquidity, you can stake 2 assets, but some platforms allow you to stake 1 asset. So you can stake the USDO asset after minting it. You can stake it with the Binance USD stablecoin. And then you can bring it onto Omni Farms, where you can generate more yield on your stake. Or you can deposit a single-sided stablecoin, which is just the BUSD, and you can also bring it here, Omni Farms, and deposit it. And this is all happening on the Binance Smart Chain, which means you don't have to worry about the fees and you don't have to worry about the speed as well. So it goes on to explain a little bit more that they're also planning to bring the USDO stablecoin, which is on the Omni protocol. They're planning to bring that onto the Mettalex platform, such that you can actually use that. You can see alternatively, the USDO token can be used in combination with the BUSD to supply liquidity to PancakeSwap and farm any MTLX on Omni farms. So that's basically what we've looked at. Provide double-sided liquidity, and also they want to bring the utility of that USDO. You can see here they can stake any MTLX to get an APY on the Omni tokens, then supply the USDO tokens as liquidity to the Mettalex DEX for an additional APY in any MTLX tokens. So guys, as you know, you can provide liquidity using the BUSD stablecoin on the Mettalex platform, and you generate a consistent 20% reward on your money. But they're also wanting to incorporate the USDO stablecoin such that you can borrow a USDO stablecoin using the Omni platform and then bring that USDO token onto the Mettalex platform, where you can apply the same rules as you did with the Binance USD stablecoin. So essentially you can stake the USDO token and then generate that extra yield on that. So you're generating double yield or even triple yield. So that's it about those new. So that's another thing we've learned about these new platforms as well, like the Omni platform, which I think is related to the OpenDAO platform, because the USDO, for example, stablecoin is generated by this OpenDAO platform. If you read their page, you can learn about that. And essentially, they're also operating kind of like an oracle. Their premise, their idea is to bring physical assets and bring those price feeds onto the blockchain. So that's really interesting. Their business model really goes deeper into expanding decentralized finance. Now, another important thing here, FET withdrawals are now allowed on the Binance Smart Chain, so you can have your FET tokens onto the Binance Smart Chain. And yesterday I did a video about the Certic network, why I'm really excited about the whole anarcho-capitalism that's emerging within these networks that are certifying smart contracts, because they're going to be very good competition. You can select which company you think is better suited or which evaluates smart contract validity much better than the other. So this is a score. You can come here and look at Fetch.ai score certified by Certic. And guys, remember also Certic runs on the Cosmos networks. So that takes me back to Cosmos, which I also learned through Fetch.ai, which is one of the most important networks out there as far as interoperability is concerned, because they've actually released a product that enables true interoperability within chains. Then also, as a reminder, Fetch.ai made a DeFi agent. So, you know, the whole premise of Fetch.ai is to create autonomous economic agents that can automate smart contracts, automate different processes within the blockchain ecosystem. And they also have another suite, which is a collective learning suite, and they're also into supply chains. But it's not like they're doing many different things. So you can ask yourself, what's their focus then if they're doing so many things? But it's just that they're creating a niche product. They're creating one product, or not necessarily one, but their main focus is one single thing, which is the autonomous economic agents. Now you can use these agents for so many other things. Just like the smart contract technology within Ethereum, it can be expanded into so many other things. But there's also other product suites, as we're going to look into one other product suite, which is very important. So here's a tweet from Mobix. Mobix is one of the companies that's building on the Fetch.ai network, and they're dealing in micromobility infrastructure. So your scooters, your electric bikes, and those small vehicles, they're trying to create a structure around there to connect users and providers of those instruments. And they're also working separately on parking as well. So making parking available, incentivizing parking, incentivizing less driving, and so on in a decentralized way. So they're just telling us here that they were supposed to have a stake drop with people that are staking the FET token on the Cosmos mainnet, but they've shifted that date from the 3rd to 20th of September 2021. So that's just a quick reminder. And guys, the last part of today's video, the lead researcher at Bosch Global's Economy of Things project, Dr. Alexander Pardee, shared his thoughts on the role of collective learning in the economy of things. So secure and trustworthy computation across several participants while keeping the raw data and possibly even the learned model private is key to unlock the true value of distributed data. In our view, collective learning is a key enabler to leading digital social economy to efficiency. So the collective learning suite, that's the suite that I wanted to talk about, which is among others on the Fetch.ai network, is might be one of the most influential of them all, though the other is extremely important as well. But in terms of quick adaptability and use case, actual practical use case, this is one of those suites that might infiltrate fastest. So we can see here, to identify potential failures of manufacturing machinery, Bosch Global will utilize machine learning algorithms and share data sets on Fetch.ai collective learning testnet. We can see here the official on LinkedIn, Nick Sherman has the official statement. Bosch Global will be using Fetch.ai's collective learning testnet to alleviate equipment failures by helping multiple stakeholders train a machine learning model and allowing each party to vote on whether a proposed model by one of the network participants has improved performance on their local dataset. The goal of this testnet is to help us understand and adopt machine learning algorithms relevant to manufacturing using a publicly available dataset. The decentralized nature of using collective learning techniques based on distributed ledger technologies to jointly gain insights from data without compromising on data security and privacy is a first of its kind implementation. In my view, collective learning is a key enabler to leading digital social economy to efficiency. Therefore, a big thank you to Jonathan Ward, who's the CTO of Fetch.ai, and his whole Fetch.ai team for how quickly and professionally the network was set up. That is speed which we need for innovation topics. So that is a tweet from the CTO, one of the technical people of Bosch Global, talking about how they're actually going to use the Fetch.ai technology. And you can see here AIoT, Bosch machinery, machine learning trials go live on Fetch.ai. So guys, this is a real thing. So to identify potential failures for manufacturing machinery, Bosch will utilize machine learning algorithms and share datasets on Fetch.ai's collective learning testnet. So we can see here that Cambridge Fetch.ai, a Cambridge-based artificial intelligence lab building an open access decentralized machine learning network for smart infrastructure, announced today that the team of the Economy of Things Strategic Advanced Engineering project at Bosch Research will be initiating machine learning trials on the Fetch.ai collective learning network. The system will attempt to predict potential failures in Bosch's manufacturing while maintaining data privacy. So guys, here, this article is actually, I know the video has gone on for a while, but you're going to learn a lot from just this part. The main focus of Bosch Research is the research and implementation of innovative new technologies. Bosch Research originally entered into a collaboration with Fetch.ai in 2019 and deployed a node on a Fetch testnet network in early 2021. The launch of a collective learning proof of concept for Bosch's manufacturing operations is an extension of that partnership that will evaluate the feasibility and effectiveness of collective learning as it applies to predictive maintenance. Predictive maintenance is a process that identifies potential failures of machinery before they happen. This has become an important challenge for manufacturers as maintenance costs are a significant downtime in an assembly line caused by single machinery failing. Breakdowns in the maintenance process are extremely costly to the manufacturer and increase overhead costs and lead time, adding unnecessary delays in the entire supply chain. So using machine learning to identify equipment failures is a difficult problem to solve as these events occur very infrequently, say Jonathan Ward, the CTO of Fetch.ai. The collective learning system enables the different manufacturers that use Bosch's equipment to share information with each other without sharing the raw data, thereby greatly improving their ability to detect failures and thus improve the efficiency of their operations. Bosch will be using Fetch.ai's collective learning testnet to alleviate equipment failures by helping multiple stakeholders train a machine learning model and allowing each party to vote on whether a proposed model by one of the network participants has improved performance on their local dataset. The goal of this testnet is to help Bosch understand and adopt machine learning algorithms relevant to the manufacturing using a publicly available dataset. The decentralized nature of using collective learning techniques based on DLT to jointly gain insights from data without compromising on data security and privacy is the first of its kind implementation. The use case fits the strategic direction of Bosch on becoming a leading AIoT company. In short, making connected things smarter for the benefit of people. So secure and trustworthy computation across several participants while keeping the raw data and possibly even the learned model private is key to unlock the true value of distributed data, said Dr. Alexandra Podi, leading researcher for digital social economy, cryptology, and artificial intelligence in the Economy of Things project. In our view, collective learning is a key enabler to leading digital social economy to efficiency. So guys, that's it for today's video. Really, I wanted to put into perspective. Actually, that's the whole point of the last 3 videos I made. It's to really put into perspective. The first one was alchemy. The second one was about Certic. And this third one is about what I've learned from Fetch.ai and there's a lot more that I haven't mentioned in this video. But especially if you're a beginner in the cryptocurrency space, sometimes you can find one cryptocurrency company, even if you don't have a vested interest in them, just by watching what they do and how they develop. Especially if it's a legitimate company, you're going to learn so much about other projects. You're going to learn so much about how the crypto space is evolving. I've learned oracles, I've learned DeFi, I've learned about partnerships, I've learned about the interests of other companies, the interests of learning institutions like Cambridge University, and so many other concepts within the crypto space, just by looking at this one company and then mirroring that and looking at other companies, and then mirroring that and looking at other companies. And my general sixth sense within this whole ecosystem thus expands and becomes more useful when it comes to the point of doing your own research, guys. Hope you learned something. I always do, and I hope to see you on the next one, guys. Take care. Bye bye.